Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and this is part of my series where I work with a crystal for the entire month. I research it, I work with it, I carry it with me for an entire month. And then I let you know what I learned, what I liked, what I didn't like, if it's going to be part of my main crystals, whatever. So for the month of September 2025, I worked with Tiger's Eye. And I have a lot of Tiger's Eye. I've got a bunch in storage. There's some amazing pieces. There's a Tiger's Eye that I am in love with and wish I had with me right now. But these two pieces are the only pieces with me right now that aren't being used in something. I've got, if you watched my crystal grid video, I've got a piece in there. I've got pieces in manifestation bowls, in a manifestation box. I've got them everywhere. Oh, I should have pulled out. I've got a pair of earrings. I should have pulled out those too. I've used Tiger's Eye and have loved Tiger's Eye for a long time. This piece is amazing. I wanted to carry this piece, but right now I've got several crystals that I'm carrying with me, and this piece was just too big. This piece was a little too big. I kind of wished I'd had one of my smaller pieces, but it did okay. Look at that. I love it. Anyway, now remember, this is my experience with Tiger's Eye. Your experience could be totally different. And if it is, please let me know. I love hearing how other people, what their experiences are with the crystals. I have used Tiger's Eye as my main manifestation crystal for a long, long time. Until I found Goldstone. Now, oops. Just because Goldstone's, how do I explain this? Goldstone, it's different than Tiger's Eye. I love them both for manifestation work. They're just different. And I don't know how to explain it. But now, just because I found Goldstone and love it for manifestation doesn't mean I'm going to stop using the Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye will still be in my bowls, any manifestation work. There's Tiger's Eye. I just wish I could explain. I guess Goldstone kind of feels like a speeded up kind of energy, and the Tiger's Eye is more that, I don't know, like a stable, we're gonna work this out kind of energy. Does that make sense? Okay, so I chose Tiger's Eye for September because I needed a lot of manifestation power for September. And Tiger's Eye is really good for manifestation. It helps you manifest goals, assists to accomplish the goals. It helps with inspiration, perspective, it's good luck, helps with self-empowerment. It helps differentiate between wishful thinking about what you want and what you really need. So if you watched my emergency crystal grid update, you know my dog was recently diagnosed with aggressive skin cancer. So we needed some major manifestation work for that. Things definitely aren't manifesting how how we want them to. But she's still in good spirits and doesn't seem to be suffering too bad right now. She's definitely doesn't feel good, and she's definitely uncomfortable, but yeah. What I wanted to manifest right now may not be manifesting, but I still feel it's working. And I don't know. It's hard right now to, you know, I could be mad and say it's not working, I'm not going to ever use it again, but I still feel that it's helping, just not in the full way I want it to. I will still always use Tiger's Eye for manifestation work. It's been there for me for years, and I still feel like it works. Okay. Tiger's Eye helps focus the mind and bring clarity. Yes. I've done a lot of... I needed this. Through the stress of finding out when Clover was diagnosed with cancer, and just with that, and then doing, just trying to do everyday stuff, it's hard to focus. There have been times that somebody will ask me a simple question, like when we first set her up with the dog oncologist. They asked me what color she was. She's white. she's got a few brown spots, but she's white. And my brain said we didn't know. And so I believe Tiger's Eye has definitely helped with focusing my mind, bringing clarity, and I've needed that a lot. Now, as I record this, I've switched to October's crystal because it's October now. But I think I've been keeping this piece close by. No, it has been this piece. I've been keeping this piece close by. Just there for support. Now, I thought about keep carrying it, but my pocket's really full right now, so it's been okay keeping it just nearby. It's working good enough. It's giving me the support I need right now. Tiger's Eye supports change that may occur during your journey of life. Definitely. I definitely feel it now. And I've definitely felt it before, especially when we moved. We moved to a different state. We completely changed 3 years ago, and there was a lot going on. A lot of changes, a lot. And I felt that it helped through all of that, and it is definitely helping right now. Like I said, even though I'm done, usually when I'm done with them, I'll put them away for the month. After I worked with them for the month, I'll put them away. I wait till after this video, but this piece, I'll put this piece away just so it doesn't get lost, but this piece is staying out and it's staying nearby. Tiger's Eye powers you with courage, integrity, and the ability to use your power for good. And it serves as a spiritual compass. I read somewhere that it's a loud roar from the jungle, and I love that. I seem to be drawn more to like Bumblebee, Jasper, and Bloodstone when I need courage, but I kind of like low key still use Tiger's Eye for courage and don't realize I'm using it for courage. Like right now, definitely need it for courage right now. And when we were moving and doing all that, it was there to help with courage then. So I think that's really made a difference. I think it's made a difference not knowing that I'm using it for courage. Does that make sense? Air conditioner break. And I think that's the very first time I needed a break. This is not going how I thought it was going to. So anyway, so to go along with the loud roar of the jungle, I've been drawn to tigers since I was a little girl. I love tigers. I want to hug one so bad. I just go up and I want to hug a tiger. When I became an adult, I needed a bigger sign. I've always known that like I've had a tiger like spirit guide, I guess, watching out. And then when I became an adult, I had some family stuff going on. I had a dream about, it was a white tiger, and which makes sense because I'm really drawn to white tigers. And then after that, I really became drawn to white tigers. So, I've shown you my Tiger's Eye pendulum, and that one, it's kind of become designated as the pendulum to use to speak with that spirit guide. Now, they chose that one. I actually I thought my black tourmaline pendulum would have been the best option because black tourmaline is my protection crystal and the white tiger is my protection animal. But no, they wanted a tiger's eye. So, and that pendulum is very, very, very serious. And I kind of feel like tiger's eye is a serious crystal overall. And I feel like that spirit guide to me he's very serious. So it all kind of makes sense. And working with that pendulum, I now know the name of my white tiger, which is, I love that. I love knowing that I have a name for him now. And I only talk to him when we need it, because he doesn't like just talking whenever. But anyway, so to me, even though Bumblebee, Jasper, and Bloodstone are the crystals I will go and pull when I need courage, Tiger's Eye has always kind of been my courage crystal. And I think maybe that's because I use Tiger's Eye for changes, manifesting stuff. And so it, like I was saying, it's kind of low-key been my courage crystal. I never go pull it for courage. Does that make sense? I don't know. Alright, let's keep going. Tiger's Eye helps with quick-wittedness. I've never been quick-witted. I'm the one that usually thinks of the perfect thing to say, what I should have said, like later, like laying in bed later, or a week later. When I do have something quickly to say, it kind of surprises pretty much everyone, including me. Just like, whoa, I said that. um, Tiger's eye is good for protection. Yes, definitely. Yes, I definitely felt that this past month. Like I said before, my brain isn't really working correctly, and I think it helped quite a bit. A lot. Tiger's eye can help resolve dilemmas and internal conflicts. It didn't really resolve them, but it definitely helped me process them. Yeah. For health stuff, and like I've said before, with the health stuff, don't just depend on the crystals. A lot of the time, you have to carry the crystal, I feel, for a long time for you to really notice a difference. And a month, I don't think usually is long enough for stuff like that. So for health, it treats eyes and aids night vision. I still not good with either. I can't see without my contacts or glasses, and my night vision is horrible. It heals throat and reproductive organs. I didn't have any throat problems, and I don't have reproductive organ problems anymore, so that I didn't see anything with that. It helps repair broken bones. Thankfully, didn't have that. But when I did break my ankle years ago, I did carry Tiger's eye, and I think I was using it more as the manifest for it to heal faster. And so it did pretty good. I think it helped. So, in conclusion, I love Tiger's eye. I've always been drawn to it. When I first started with crystals, it was one of my very first crystals. And even though Goldstone may be my new main manifestation crystal, Tiger's eye will always be included in my manifestation work. It's been there for me for many years, and I know it'll be there for me for years to come. And I like holding it. I think it's that connection I've had with it for a long time, and the protection feeling, and I don't know. There's some crystals when I hold them, like a grounding crystal. I instantly, it's a grounding crystal. And Tiger's eye, it's got a similar feel, but it's not grounding. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's similar, but different. It's definitely not a grounding feeling, but it does kind of give that settling feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it's the problem with these videos is I'm excited to tell you, but I don't know how to explain it. So anyway, love Tiger's eye. Will continue to use Tiger's eye. It's great. So for October, I am using petrified wood. So this piece I bought because I've got 2 pieces of petrified wood that I'll show in the video, in next month's video. But they're big. They're like like big rock shape size. I have wanted to work with petrified wood for a long time, and so I bought this piece so that it was, you know, a small piece to carry, and I've had this for several years, and I've wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it during October because it's supposed to be good, really good for ancestral work. And I think one year I forgot, and one year, so one of you brought up a crystal that I really wanted to work with, so I worked with it instead. And then another year, something else was going on, and I needed to work with a different crystal. I think that's what happened, but I bought this heart-shaped petrified wood specifically to do a video on it, and haven't been able to do it, and that's been several years. Ugh. Another air conditioner break. So like I was saying, I'm gonna work with petrified wood for October. I thought that was a good time to work with it. I'm excited. I've got 2 bigger pieces that I'll show it in that video that are kind of fun. So if you have any questions about tiger's eye, put those in the comments, or your experience with tiger's eye, or even petrified wood, and I'll be sure to answer it in the next video. So that's it for this one. I'll see you next time.